Hey everyone, and welcome. Something huge is happening in the world of international education for Indian students. Seriously, the game has completely changed. It's not just about getting a fancy degree anymore. It's about building a real, future-proofed, global career. So let's dive into what this new 2025 playbook is all about.
First, I want you to just look at this number, 1.8 million.
Yep, that's how many Indian students are currently studying all over the world. This isn't just a small trend anymore. We're talking about a massive educational movement. And honestly, it's just getting bigger.
But here's the real kicker. The way students and their families are making these huge, life-changing decisions, it's been totally rewritten. The old motivations are pretty much out the window, and a new, way more practical mindset is taking over. So what does this new playbook actually look like?
Okay, so it all kicks off with this fundamental shift in thinking. It's no longer about just chasing a prestigious brand name. Now, it's all about strategically hunting for real-world possibilities.
And wow, this right here shows you just how much has changed. You know, a decade ago, the whole conversation was about legacy, about brand names. Is it an Ivy League school? Is it Oxbridge? But today, the questions are so much sharper, so much more strategic. People are asking, what's my return on investment? Am I going to be able to work there after I graduate? And maybe the most important one, will this degree even be relevant in 10 years?
So this new mindset, it's having a direct impact on what courses people are choosing. Students aren't just picking the same old traditional subjects. They're actively picking fields that line up with where the world is actually going. And the data, well, it absolutely proves it.
I mean, the numbers here are crystal clear. Just look at this growth. In 2024, a massive 41% of new enrollments were in AI and data science. And right behind that, you've got 32% choosing bioengineering and climate science. This isn't just a little trend. It's a huge signal that students are chasing skills that will last in a job market that changes in the blink of an eye.
All right, so if what people are studying is changing, then it totally makes sense that where they're going is changing too. This new playbook is literally redrawing the map, pushing students to look way beyond the typical go-to countries. Now, the traditional heavyweights, the US and the UK, they're still big players. The US is still number one, especially for tech, and the UK is holding its ground. But look at Canada, a staggering 41% drop in Indian students in just 1 year. Things like visa caps and housing problems are really starting to dim what was once a super popular choice. So that begs the question, right? With a major destination like Canada hitting the brakes, where are all these ambitious students going instead? Where's all that energy and momentum shifting to?
Well, the answer is a whole new group of rising contenders. We're seeing this huge surge of interest in countries all over Europe and Asia. Places like Germany, France, Italy, Australia, and even South Korea are popping up as really powerful, attractive alternatives. And why are they gaining so much ground? It comes right back to that new playbook. They're offering this amazing combination of lower tuition fees, more and more programs taught in English, and, this is a big one, friendlier policies for students who want to stay and work after they graduate. It's a smart, practical, career-first choice. Okay, now for a plot twist you probably didn't see coming. Standardized tests are back. Yeah, for a while there, it really seemed like the SAT and ACT were on their way out. Not anymore. Demand for test prep has actually tripled, and getting a strong score is once again a huge way to stand out from the crowd. All right, so we've talked about the what and the where. Now let's get into the who. Because understanding who is actually calling the shots in these decisions, well, it reveals some really fascinating differences. What we're seeing is this really clear generational divide. For undergrads, it's mostly the parents who are in the driver's seat, guiding the whole process. But when you get to the postgraduate level, it's the students themselves, usually in their early 20s, who are taking the wheel and making their own calls. And it's not just about age. Geography plays a huge role too. Students from big metro cities like Delhi and Mumbai are often targeting those top 10 global universities, and they start building their profiles super early. But if you look at students from Tier 2 cities, they are laser-focused on the practical stuff, getting scholarships, making sure there's a good return on their investment, and most importantly, landing a job right after they graduate. So, when you pull all of these threads together, the new mindset, the changing map, the different people making the calls, it all boils down to one final, really crucial idea. What this really all means is that the 2025 playbook is about one word: personalization. The old idea that there's one best path for everyone is just gone.
Today, success is about figuring out your own goals and finding the one unique global opportunity that fits you perfectly.
And that leads us to the final question, the one that really changes everything. It's a simple little reframe, but it's so powerful. Don't ask which country is the best. Instead, ask yourself, which country is going to invest in the specific future that I want to build? That right there, that is the heart of the new playbook.